Welcome to Perfect English Academy. Subscribe to our channel.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to Perfect English Academy. Cheerfully, I'm so happy you're here today. If you're learning English and you want to speak more naturally, more confidently, and with fewer mistakes, then this lesson is just for you. Today, we're going to talk about 5 very common mistakes that almost every beginner makes when learning English. And here's today's topic. Stop doing these things if you want to speak English fluently. 5 common mistakes beginners make. Don't worry if you've made these mistakes before. Almost every English learner has made them, including many advanced speakers when they first started. The good news is this: once you recognize these mistakes, you can fix them. And when you fix them, your English will improve much faster. Before we begin, I have a small favor to ask. If you enjoy learning English with simple explanations and real-life examples, please subscribe to Perfect English Academy and turn on the notification bell. Upload new English lessons regularly to help you improve your listening, speaking, vocabulary, pronunciation, and confidence. Now, let's get started. Mistake number 1. Trying to translate every word. Translating everything in your head. This is probably the biggest mistake beginners make. Imagine someone asks you, "How was your day?" Instead of answering immediately, your brain starts working like a translator. You first think of the answer in your own language. Then you translate every single word into English. Then you wonder if the grammar is correct. Then you worry about pronunciation. And finally, the conversation is already over. Does that sound familiar? Many learners think translating is helping them. But actually, speak slowly. It is making speaking much slower and much more stressful. Native English speakers don't translate. They think directly in English. And that's exactly what you should practice. Writes on the board instead of translating. Think in simple English. For example, if you're hungry, don't think, "I need to translate this sentence." Instead, simply think, "I'm hungry." If you're tired, think, "I'm tired." If you're happy, think, "I'm happy today." These are short, simple sentences. Your brain can remember them naturally. The more often you think in English, the less you will depend on translation. Here's a small exercise. Every morning, look around your room and describe 5 things in English. For example, the window is open. My phone is on the table. I need some water. It's a sunny day. I have class today. Don't worry if your sentences are simple. Simple English is powerful English. Remember, fluent speakers don't always use difficult words. They use simple words quickly and naturally. So, stop translating every word. Start thinking in English. Your speaking will become faster every single day. Mistake number 2. Being afraid of making mistakes. Now let's talk about another very common mistake. Many beginners are afraid of making mistakes. They think, "If my grammar isn't perfect, people will laugh at me." Or, "My pronunciation isn't good enough." Or maybe, "I'm too embarrassed to speak." Let me tell you something very important. Making mistakes is a normal part of learning. In fact, if you never make mistakes, you probably aren't practicing enough. Think about a child learning to walk. Does the child fall? Yes, many times. But does the child stop trying? No. The child keeps practicing. And one day, walking becomes easy. Learning English works the same way. Every mistake teaches you something. Maybe today you say, "He go to school." Someone corrects you. Now you know the correct sentence is, He goes to school. Congratulations. You just learned something new. That mistake helped you improve. Even native English speakers make mistakes sometimes. Nobody speaks perfectly all the time. So don't wait until your English is perfect before you start speaking. Because perfection doesn't create confidence. Practice creates confidence. Here's another tip. Every day, speak English for just 5 minutes. Talk to yourself. Describe your day. Read a short paragraph aloud. Repeat sentences from your favorite English podcast. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to become more comfortable speaking English. Remember, every conversation, every sentence, every mistake is another step toward fluency. So the next time you're afraid of making a mistake, take a deep breath, smile, and speak anyway. Because every time you speak English, you're becoming a better English speaker. Great job! We've already learned the first 2 mistakes that stop many beginners from improving. In the next lesson, we'll talk about 2 more mistakes that can secretly slow down your English progress, even if you study every day. Mistake number 3. Studying grammar all the time but never speaking. Stop studying grammar without speaking. Studying grammar all the time but never speaking. This mistake is very common. Many students spend hours reading grammar books. They memorize grammar rules. They complete worksheets. They watch grammar lessons every day. But when someone asks them a simple question like, "What did you do yesterday?" they become silent. Why does this happen? Because knowing grammar and using grammar are 2 different skills. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. You can read 10 books about riding. You can watch 100 videos. You can memorize every rule. But can you ride the bicycle without actually getting on it? Of course not. You have to practice. Speaking English is exactly the same. Grammar is important, but grammar is only a tool. The real goal is communication. Don't ask yourself, "Do I know this grammar rule?" Instead ask, "Can I use this sentence in a real conversation?" For example, instead of studying the present simple for 1 hour, practice saying sentences like, "I wake up at 7. I drink coffee every morning. I go to work. I study English every day." Simple, useful, natural. After learning 1 grammar point, challenge yourself to make 5 new sentences. Then say those sentences out loud. Don't only read them, speak them. Your mouth needs practice just as much as your brain. Here's another great habit. After watching an English lesson, spend 5 minutes talking about what you learned. Even if you're speaking to yourself, the more you use English, the faster it becomes natural. Remember this sentence. You don't become fluent by studying English. You become fluent by using English. Never forget that. Mistake number 4. Trying to learn too many words every day. Let's look at another mistake. Many beginners think, if I memorize 100 new words today, my English will improve quickly. That sounds like a good idea, but in reality, it usually doesn't work. Why? Because our brains forget information that we don't use. Imagine you learn these 20 new words today. Tomorrow, you remember only 5. A week later, maybe only 1 or 2. That can feel very frustrating. Instead of learning many words, learn fewer words, but learn them deeply. For example, today you learn the word opportunity. Don't stop after reading the meaning. Learn how native speakers actually use it. Say sentences like, "This job is a great opportunity. I have an opportunity to study abroad. Thank you for giving me this opportunity." Now you're not just memorizing a word. You're learning how to use it naturally. That's much more powerful. Here's another tip. Always learn vocabulary in phrases instead of single words. Instead of learning the word decision, learn the phrase make a decision. Instead of learning advice, learn give advice. Instead of learning photo, learn take a photo. Native speakers think in chunks, not single words. When you learn phrases, your speaking becomes faster and more natural. Quality is always better than quantity. It's much better to remember 10 useful expressions forever than to forget 100 difficult words tomorrow. Here's a simple daily plan. Every day, learn only 5 new words or expressions. Write 1 sentence with each one. Read those sentences aloud. Review them tomorrow. Then use them in conversation. If you follow this habit every day, you'll learn hundreds of useful expressions over time without feeling overwhelmed. Learning English is not a race. It's a journey. Small progress every single day creates amazing results. Now it's time for the final mistake. And honestly, this might be the most important one of all. Mistake number 5. Giving up too soon mistake. Expecting fast results. Many beginners start learning English with lots of excitement. They study every day for 1 week, maybe even for 1 month. But then they think, why am I still not fluent? I still make mistakes. I still don't understand every movie. My pronunciation isn't perfect. And slowly, they stop studying. Does this sound familiar? If it does, you're not alone. Many people quit not because they can't learn English, but because they expect progress to happen too quickly. Here's something important to remember. Learning English is a marathon, not a sprint. Imagine planting a tree. You water it today. Will it become a big tree tomorrow? Of course not. It needs time. It needs care. It needs consistency. Your English works the same way. Every time you listen to English, you're improving. Every time you learn a new word, you're improving. Every time you speak, even if you make mistakes, you're improving. Sometimes you won't notice your progress. But little by little, day after day, week after week, you'll become stronger, more confident, and more fluent. The secret isn't studying for 10 hours in one day. The secret is studying a little every day. Even 20 minutes of focused practice can make a huge difference over time. So don't compare yourself to other learners. Compare yourself to the person you were yesterday. If you know 1 more word today, that's progress. If you understand 1 more sentence today, that's progress. If you speak for 1 more minute today, that's progress. Celebrate every small victory, because small victories lead to big success. Now listen carefully about your simple daily English plan. Now let me give you a simple routine you can follow every day. You don't need expensive courses. You don't need to study for hours. Just stay consistent. Step 1. Listen to English for 10 minutes. Choose an easy podcast or a short English video. Focus on understanding the main idea. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Step 2. Learn 5 useful words or expressions. Don't just memorize them. Use each one in a sentence. Say the sentences out loud. Step 3. Speak English for 5 to 10 minutes. Talk to yourself. Describe your room. Describe your day. Or repeat sentences after a native speaker. The important thing is to move your mouth and practice speaking. Step 4. Read something in English. It can be a short story, an article, or even a few pages from a beginner's book. Reading helps you see grammar and vocabulary naturally. Step 5. Before you go to bed, review what you learned today. Spend just 5 minutes reviewing. Review is the key to remembering. If you follow this simple routine every day, your English will improve much faster than you think. My final thoughts. Learning English isn't about being perfect. It's about making progress. Some days will be easy. Some days will feel difficult. And that's completely normal. The most successful English learners aren't the smartest people. They're the people who keep going, even when learning feels hard. Remember, every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. Every confident speaker made mistakes. Every expert started exactly where you are today. So don't be afraid. Don't give up. Keep practicing. Keep listening. Keep speaking. And most importantly, keep believing in yourself. One sentence today becomes one conversation tomorrow. One conversation tomorrow can change your future. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I hope this lesson helped you understand the 5 biggest mistakes beginners should avoid when learning English. If it did, please support our channel by giving this video a thumbs up and sharing it with a friend who is also learning English. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Perfect English Academy and turn on the notification bell. We upload new English lessons every week to help you improve your listening, speaking, vocabulary, pronunciation, and confidence, step by step. Thank you for watching. Take care. Keep learning. Keep smiling. And I'll see you in the next lesson here at Perfect English Academy. Bye everyone.